I'm back. Hey, it's Selina back with another video. Today we're going to make some bamboo coconut soap and high tide soap. Now, I've tried the melt and pour process. While I do believe it's the easiest thing to do, it's somewhat limiting when it comes to designing. Or maybe it's just that I don't have enough experience with it. So, before we get started, let me grab a cup of tea and burn some sage for my nerves because I'm already knowing watching how-to videos on YouTube versus actually doing it is two different things. And I know there's a few of you out there that can feel me on this one. Anyhow, let's make it. So I'll start off by donning on my gloves and cleaning my soap molds. As mentioned, I'm making 2 loaves of soap. Next, let's grab our scale and measure out our water to lye solution. Now for this recipe, I'm using distilled water and 100% lye. It's important to wear personal protective equipment when dealing with chemicals. So I'm using goggles. Of course, you see I have on some gloves and a respirator and a long spoon. Well, the idea is to protect my skin and to make sure that I'm not breathing in any kind of harsh chemicals. And while you're at it, also make sure that you're in a well-ventilated area. Now I'm going to measure out my hard oils. I mean, right now it's really hot, so the coconut oil is not that hard, but it still needs to be melted. So I'm measuring out my coconut oil, and I'm also measuring out some shea butter. Now I'm also measuring out my liquid oils. For this recipe, I'm using castor oil, olive oil, and hemp seed oil. Now I'm going to measure out my fragrance oil. This is the bamboo coconut from Candle Science. Now for the kaolin clay. This is really good for your skin. So now that all my ingredients are measured out, I'm going to take my coconut oil and my shea butter and place it in a double boiler so that they can melt over fairly medium to low heat. Now that my coconut oil and my shea butter have melted, I'm going to make sure that I monitor the temperature. The idea is I preferably want this to be underneath 110 degrees. And likewise for the lye water, I'd like those to be under 110 degrees. Now, as you can see here, I've also separated my lye water into two because I am making 2 loaves of soap. So now I'm adding my hard oils along with my liquid oils and using a stick blender to blend those together. And because I'm making 2 loaves of soap, I'm measuring the whole batch of this solution and evenly separating it into 2. In my first batch, I placed half of the lye solution that I measured, and now I'm mixing that into my first batch and separating my first batch into 4 pitchers. And in these 4 pitchers, I'm also going to add different colorants. I'm using different mica colors in each pitcher. Now I'm getting ready to pour. And as you can see, the batter was already thickening up on me. I could have just used a spatula to mix this and make it loosen up the thickness of this. For some reason, I didn't because I was like under a lot of stress trying to make sure that I get this poured before it hardened up real bad. And plus, you know, I was also videotaping, so hey. So I tried making a, I guess a little, tried to decorate my soap, but I don't know. I don't think I did well with this. I mean, I guess it's just not for me. I'm not good at this part. So I ended up taking this part off anyways after my my soap started to saponify and it got a little bit harder. I ended up cutting it off, but to each his own. You know, I'm learning, so I'm just testing out different things, different things that I see on YouTube that some other soap makers do, and just trying to hone in on what exactly makes it my own, you know? So it's a learning process. You know, we're all going to go through it. You definitely have to try different things. And I don't think I was good at this one, but I'm a new soap maker. So I guess I'm just going to continue practicing until, you know, I end up with something that I can be proud of. So leave a comment down below and tell me what you think about the topping of this soap. Don't like it personally. Didn't come out that well. But this is my first batch. I do believe I need to also invest in a soap cutter. The cutter that I have was something that I got from a soap kit, and it kind of destroyed the topping of the soap. So this is the second batch that I did. I'm a little bit prouder of this one, although it's a little bit simple. You know, it does have different colors, and the top didn't come out too bad, but I noticed that it was broken in the middle a little bit on the top of my soap. I'm not certain why that happened, but you know, I'm still learning. But I'm proud of this one. I'm getting there, guys. So yeah, this is the end product of High Tide. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Thanks for watching.